Shawn Michaels has arrived.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the world heavyweight champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
A true showman, Shawn Michaels is always dressed to impress.
The franchise is here.
An all-time great in the absolute prime of his career.
And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the undisputed WWE Champion, the great of all time, John Cena!
You know, I consider myself a part of the C Nation, but there are definitely folks who root against the franchise of WWE.
Well, the thing is, true greatness is rarely recognized in its time. Cena continues to vindicate himself. Title reign after title reign. Main event after main event. Classic after classic.
Speaking of classics, I think we're going to see yet another one from Big Match John.
Here comes the best in the world.
CM Punk is here.
Champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, CM Punk.
Always outspoken, always ready for a fight.
You know, sometimes CM Punk makes life a little harder for himself, but he wouldn't have it any other way.
Punk is proud that he's accomplished so much in his career, and he did it all his way.
And Punk's looking to accomplish even more tonight.
And guys, what a thrill it must be for these superstars to compete here on Thanksgiving.
Especially considering what this day has meant to this industry over the years. For decades, Thanksgiving was considered one of the biggest nights of sports entertainment. And that tradition continues here tonight. Symphony can only mean one thing. It is time for Seth freaking Rollins. Listen to the WWE Universe. They're singing along, and they're not done yet.
ever seen, and is a cornerstone in WWE. You want to prove yourself? Test the visionary.
Rhea Ripley is here, and everyone else better run for cover.
The Eradicator ready to annihilate the entire women's division.
The following champion versus champion contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, South Australia, the WWE Women's Champion, Rhea Ripley.
A pile of championship title wins, a Royal Rumble winner, Rhea Ripley is a 100% proven threat.
No questioning that. You talk about nightmare opponents. Rhea Ripley is the living embodiment of that concept. It takes a lot of courage to step inside the ring with her.
Courage or foolishness, dealing with a competitor on Ripley's level is a challenge that most superstars just aren't up to, period. She's that strong, that smart, and that deadly.
I hope everybody enjoyed their turkey as we prepare to kick this match off momentarily.
You know what, guys? Aside from my family, I can't think of two other people I'd rather spend Thanksgiving with. In fact, I go so far, fellas. The EST is here. This is going to be good.
And her opponent from Knoxville, the WWE Women's World Champion, Bianca Belair.
Before dominating here in WWE, she was a decorated collegiate athlete.
Yeah, but let's talk about some of that dominance here in WWE, Michael. Bianca Belair, a former Royal Rumble winner, a multi-time women's champion as well.
It's starting to look like there truly aren't any limits that Bianca Belair can't reach. Here comes the great Khali.
7'1", nearly 350 pounds.
The following contest is an elimination match. Introducing first, from Punjab, India, weighing in at 347 pounds, the Great Khali.
Brought to the WWE, handpicked really with the intention to defeat The Undertaker.
Well, Khali accomplished that mission, and now he's taking down everyone in his path.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
A man who has dominated WWE for 2.5 decades.
From parts unknown, weighing in at 323 pounds, King
mere presence of the devil's favorite demon, a chilling monstrosity and a disdain for all humanity. This is the Big Red Machine.
The tortured powerhouse, Eric Rowan. Wyatt family in his blood.
Once a sheep, now a rambling rabbit.
And let me take this opportunity to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you watching tonight.
I gotta say, I don't know if it's because I ate too much turkey or if it's just Saxton's commentary. It's a good thing this match coming up is gonna give me a little boost.
It's Saxton's commentary.
The Scottish Warrior, Drew McIntyre, has arrived, and a fight is about to start.
We have learned that wherever McIntyre goes, brutality follows.
Right now, it is McIntyre who is leading the WWE Universe into battle.
The Scottish Warrior outlasted 29 other superstars to win the 2020 Royal Rumble match and then carried that momentum all the way to WrestleMania, where he became WWE Champion.
Final boss mode engaged.
The multi-time world champion, an undisputed all-time great.
And here to ensure his unprecedented dominance in the ring remains intact.
And from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, The Rock!
Well, we know The Rock is always looking to bring more glory to his family while growing his own personal legacy.
Thinks no one is on his or his family's level. The Rock is in a class all his own. That's what makes him the final boss.
A point proven many times over throughout an illustrious career. And The Rock has come back to prove it again. Let's be honest, gentlemen, anything The Rock does is the biggest of all time.
And there's an electrifying energy in this building.
Yeah, I think we can all agree that the crowd right now knows they are witnessing undeniable greatness.
And guys, what a thrill it must be for these superstars to compete here on Thanksgiving.
Especially considering what this day has meant to this industry over the years. For decades, Thanksgiving was considered one of the biggest nights of sports entertainment. And that tradition continues here tonight.
The American Badass has rolled into town.
From Death Valley, weighing in at 305 pounds, The Undertaker!
Great striking and MMA skills.
The reckoning has just arrived.
I'm going to say his opponent made a big mistake by just showing up tonight.
Corey, how do you think these superstars feel about competing here on Thanksgiving?
They should feel honored, Cole. As you know, Thanksgiving has a long-standing tradition of being one of the more prestigious nights on the sports entertainment calendar.
Simply one of the best to ever do it.
And from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 295 pounds, the Viper, Randy Orton!
Think about the journey this man has had. From the blue chip legacy prospect to the legend killer to eventually world champion.
But what about all the allies and enemies that Randy Orton has made along the way? And he's beaten just about all of them, allies included.
The Viper has consumed everything in his path. Randy Orton may just be the greatest of all time.
And let me take this opportunity to say happy Thanksgiving to all of you watching tonight.
I gotta say, I don't know if it's because I ate too much turkey or if it's just Saxton's commentary. It's a good thing this match coming up is gonna give me a little boost.
It's Saxton's commentary.
Six feet, 6 inches of pure, untamed wildness.
This is the animal.
And from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Batista!
Not a man you ever want to underestimate when it comes to his in-ring prowess.
Yeah, don't underestimate a specimen like him when it comes to anything, because he can powerbomb you into next week.
And guys, what a thrill it must be for these superstars to compete here on Thanksgiving.
Especially considering what this day has meant to this industry over the years. For decades, Thanksgiving was considered one of the biggest nights of sports entertainment. And that tradition continues here tonight.